Northwest Grizzlies playoff soccer as the Grizzlies take on the Jaguars of Andover Central High School here in the, for what is for us, the second round of the playoffs, as we had a play-in game yesterday. Northwest comes in as the number 15 seed in the West bracket, and Andover Central the number 2 seed. Stay with us, sit back, relax. Plenty of good soccer coming here tonight from Andover. This is Wichita Northwest Grizzlies. Boys soccer.
It's easy to spot people who participated in high school sports and activities.
Right on time.
They learned important lessons like leadership, teamwork, respect.
Hey, our meeting moved to 10.
We'll be ready.
Values that last a lifetime.
We need to focus on 3 factors.
Support high school sports and activities in your community. When kids take part, they get set for life. This stage is nowhere near Broadway, and none of these actors will be accepting an Oscar anytime soon. Still, they are rehearsing for something important. While they learn their lines, they're also learning teamwork, discipline, self-confidence, that everyone has a part to play. Skills that will make them stars long after the curtain falls. The National Federation of State High School Associations reminds you that when kids take part in high school activities, they get set for life.
Walking alone, the streets are empty. The only thing I can see is my own silhouette. I'm getting stronger, step by step. The clock is ticking, but there's no time for regrets. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe, trying to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight.
Wichita Northwest Grizzlies soccer is on the air. Welcome to everyone in Grizzly Nation to another webcast of your Wichita Northwest Grizzlies as they take on the best teams in Kansas and pursue a 5A state title. Follow your Grizzlies all season long in battle after battle. Today's webcast is brought to you through the support of the many sponsors of this year's Eric Profit number 19 Memorial Golf Tournament, including the following: Mel Hambledon Ford, We're Better, We're Proving It, You Be the Judge. And by Fleeson, Gooing, Colson, and Kitch Attorneys. We believe our clients' best interests and needs are our own. by Emerson Biggins, 808 East Douglas. Come visit Emerson Biggins and enjoy the great food, cold brews, and hospitality of Luis Lopez and his staff today. Also by ABC Discount Wine and Spirits and the Humidor, with 5 convenient locations to serve you, including 8550 West 21st Street. By Aerotech Engineering in Mays, serving customers that rank among the world's largest manufacturers of civilian and military aircraft. Aces Engineering of Wichita, providing expertise in mechanical, electrical, and plumbing engineering. And by the law firm of Dugan and Garreau, experts in personal injury, business law, workers' compensation, wills, and trust. And by the many other sponsors who make this webcast possible. And now to the field, and your host, Kevin Arkin.
Thank you, Todd Taylor. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Andover District Stadium, home of the Andover Central Jaguars. And I learned earlier this evening as I arrived and visiting with the Andover personnel that this is their last year in this stadium, that Andover Central is building its own facility on campus being about 3 miles south of here. This has been a shared stadium ever since Andover Central was built, shared by Andover High School, which is literally directly across the street, and then Andover Central. When they became a school, I believe in the 80s is when that school started operation, and they've shared the stadium ever since. But that's going to end after this year, so this will be the last time Andover Central and Northwest have the opportunity to play in this facility here tonight. Andover Central comes in as the number 2 seed in the West region of the state soccer finals, and Northwest comes in at number 15. They had a play-in game yesterday. We are sorry we were unable to webcast that game yesterday. They had a play-in game at Goddard yesterday, winning that game 6-2 over the Lions, largely on the feet and shoulders of Carson Arndt, who had a career day yesterday, scoring 4 goals and 1 assist in that 6-2 victory. Hopefully he'll still have the hot hand here tonight, but this is going to be a very, very difficult contest tonight, as Andover Central finished the season 15-1 on their season, and again are the number 2 seed overall. The number 1 seed overall in the West is Eisenhower. They were undefeated this year at 16-0, and they would loom down the road, I'm sure, should Northwest be fortunate enough to play well and steal one from the Jaguars here tonight. Glad to have you on board wherever you are. It's been a fun season, albeit not as successful in the win column as we would have liked this year, but it's been a fun season to be with these kids. I've enjoyed every minute of it. Hope you've enjoyed the webcasts that we've brought to you throughout the season. And if we're fortunate here to win tonight, based on what happens elsewhere, this may not be our last webcast after all. So we're holding out hopes that the Grizzlies will come through here tonight and give the Jaguars all that they can handle. I know they're going to introduce players through the PA, and we've had a hard time picking that up. I'm going to go ahead and give you the starters now. First, for the home team, the Andover Central Jaguars. In goal, a senior, Blake Robeson, wearing number 1. Grant Davis, number 3, is a junior. Trevor Chavez, number 4, is also a junior, as Leo Worth, number 5, is a sophomore. Jared Cromley, number 8, is also a sophomore. Jaden Vossen is a senior, number 9. Layden Harper, also a senior, wearing number 10 for the Jaguars. Prescott Deckinger is a sophomore, wears number 14. Tristan Saunders, a senior. Number 16, Zach Pfeiffer, number 17, is a senior. And finally, Jack Benedict, number 22, is a senior for Andover Central. for the Grizzlies. In goal for the Grizzlies, number 2, a sophomore, Chris Cooper. On at forward, number 4, a junior, Zane Visker. William Gomez on defense is a senior, wearing number 6. Captain Andrew Fisher at midfield wears number 7. He's a junior. Captain on defense, Sam Mueller, number 9, is a junior as well. Vegas Guevara is a senior forward and wears number 10 for the Grizzlies. Misael Rivas gets the call on defense, wearing number 11. He is a junior. Carson Arndt, the junior captain, is at midfield. He wears number 14. We'll be calling his number hopefully a lot tonight. Ernesto Ortiz, a senior forward, wears number 15. Caleb Blaine is a junior midfielder. And finally, on defense, senior Emil Hagen wears number 20 for the Grizzlies. Grizzlies are coached by Bobby Bribieska, Austin Clifton, and Art Shook. The student managers are Mari Gara and Ebeth Soto. There is an addition to the roster for the playoffs for Northwest. Wearing number 16 is a freshman midfielder, Gab Schilling. I know nothing about young Mr. Schilling, and hopefully he'll get some field time here this evening, and we'll be able to tell you more about that. I neglected to tell you the head coaches for the home team for the Jaguars. Stephen Husky is their head coach. He's assisted by Stephanie Garcia. The managers are Aaliyah, Deckinger, and Cassandra Motor, along with Abby Moore and Allison Harper. Their athletic trainer is Amy Stapleton, and hopefully we will not mention her name for the rest of the evening. Weather in Andover and the Wichita area, quite honestly, it's miserable tonight. It has snowed within the hour. It actually snowed as I was driving to the stadium. Temperature at game time is 35 degrees. It has been spitting rain and snow all day here. The wind is blowing out of the north at 20 to 25 miles an hour. It is just absolutely miserable on the field here tonight. The players will be dealing with wind. You'll see them bundled up when they're on the sideline.
You don't have extra chairs in here, do you?
There's one. No, it's broken.
Oh, it's broken?
Yeah, sorry. Our athletic director, Mr. Deckinger, just poked his nose in the window. And maybe we can get him a visit with us at halftime here tonight. We'll see how his schedule goes. I'll open the door at halftime. If he's outside, I'm going to grab him. We want to thank all of the sponsors who brought you Grizzly soccer throughout the season. They're too numerous to mention here in the 90 seconds before they introduce players. But we will be mentioning them throughout the evening, and we give them thanks. Also want to thank the good folks at the Kansas State High School Activities Association. This is a KSHA event, and we thank them, first of all, for granting us permission to do the game tonight for you, and also for their support throughout the season. And you'll be hearing thank yous to them as well throughout the season. Players are getting lined up, as you can see across the way, for the introductions, and we're going to turn it over to the PA announcer.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Andover and to Andover District Stadium for the Andover Central Jaguars postseason action. This match is sponsored by member senior high schools in Kansas through the Kansas State High School Activities Association. Andover Central High School administration and game officials remind you that only players, coaches, managers, and trainers are allowed on the playing field during tonight's contest. All fans and spectators are asked to please remain in the grandstand areas to protect the safety and well-being of our student athletes. Your game officials tonight are Nick Guerrero, Andy Dow, and our center is Israel Flores. We would like to welcome the Northwest Grizzlies and their fans to Andover District Stadium. And now let's meet tonight's starting lineups. First, for the Grizzlies. In goal, number 2, a sophomore, Chris Cooper. Wearing number 4, a junior, Zane Visger. A senior, wearing number 6, William Gomez. A junior, number 7, Andrew Fisher. Wearing number 9, a junior, Sam Mueller. A senior, number 10, Guerrero Guevara. A junior, wearing number 11, Michelle Rivez. Junior, wearing number 14, Carson Hart. A senior, number 15, Ernesto Ortiz. A junior, number 18, Caleb Blaine. And a senior, number 20, Emil Hagen. Grizzlies are coached by Bobby Brasica. And now, for your Andover Central Jaguars. In goal, number 1, a senior, Blake Robinson. A junior, wearing number 3, Grant Davis. A junior, wearing number 4, Trevor Chavez. A sophomore, number 5, Leo Worth. A sophomore, number 8, Jared Cromley. A senior, wearing number 9, Jaden Lawson. A senior captain, wearing number 10, Leighton Harper. Sophomore, wearing number 14, Prescott Deckinger. A senior, wearing number 16, Tristan Saunders. Also a senior, number 17, Zach Pfeiffer. And your senior captain, wearing number 22, Jack Benedict. Jaguars are coached by Stephen Husky, assisted by Stephanie Garcia and Jacob Meeker. At this time, we request that you please stand, remove your hats, as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming. How the rockets
This isn't Madison Square Garden. These drills probably won't make anyone a #1 draft pick. But these players are practicing for something important. While they work on their jump shots, they're also learning teamwork, discipline, self-confidence, how to deal with wins and losses. Skills that will make them winners long after they leave the court. Support high school activities in your community, because when kids take part, they get set for life.
Welcome back to Andover District Stadium for tonight's contest between the Grizzlies And the Andover Jaguars, well, we will tell you that tonight is a solo production, which means I'm up here by myself in an unheated room. It's 35 degrees in here, too, and I'm going to have to man all of the equipment myself. So we ask you to be patient. We will try, I will try, me, myself, and I, to keep the camera where it belongs, and that is on the play. Throughout the evening, you will not hear me talking too much about Andover because I just got their roster when I got here. And we'll, of course, keep you posted on the goings-on with your Grizzlies here in this contest tonight. Grizzlies are in their road white uniforms with blue trunks and blue numerals for trim. The Andover Jaguars home black on black with yellow numerals, which are a little bit hard to read. And the Grizzlies will kick off, and they will play from right to left on your screen here in the first half. Israel Flores is the center referee tonight. We've had him 3 times in the last week, so he is familiar to all of us, and we're underway here. Ball goes in deep into Central territory and kicked forward, back out to Emil Haken over his head, and here's a chance now for a breakaway for Central. Ball goes over the goal line. It will be a goal kick for the Grizzlies early on here. Just underway, first half. Grizzlies and Andover Central. Sit back and enjoy. Hope you enjoy the contest. Sam Mueller takes the kick, sends it over to Caleb Blaine on the near side. Now, up to the 20 it goes. Give and go from Vegas Guevara. Carson Arndt with it. At the 45, he centers one. Give and go back toward him, and it's intercepted by Central. And here come the Jaguars back. Rushing up the near side. Centering pass goes out off the foot of Sam Mueller. It'll be a corner kick. The first corner kick of the game, and it will go to Andover Central. In the air it goes, across the goal mouth, and headed back. Out of play, they'll do it all over again, right from the same spot on the near side. The wind is blowing. I told you we had a 20-mile-an-hour wind out of the north. It is blowing from left to right. So Central has the wind in the first half as the 12th man. And centering one and headed away and out of play there by Sam Mueller, who's wearing a mask, being incognito. This time the corner kick will come from the far side of the field. Chance for a banana shot. This time it's kept low on the ground. It's chipped out of play by Carson Arndt. We'll do it all over again. 4th corner kick in a row here for Central. These set pieces, always dangerous. In play it is. Pinballed, and now it's finally cleared out towards center. To the 30-yard line it goes. Carson Arndt can't get it. Ball still in play. Fisher sends one forward, and that one goes into the bench area where it will be a throw-in for the Jaguars. Ball comes in. Fisher steals it. He sends one forward. No one there, and it comes right back down. Out of play. This time the throw-in will belong to Northwest. Gomez takes the throw in, sends one forward, goes out of play. It'll belong now to the Jaguars on the throw in. This one goes out of play. It will turn over to Northwest. Three minutes gone in the contest, no score. It would be nice to see the Grizzlies get on the board first. But so far, the Jaguars have dominated play here in the first half of the game. This one goes over everything. It'll be a goal kick for Northwest, and this Northwest goal kick is brought to you by Mel Hambledon Ford. We're better, we're proving it. You be the judge. Mel Hambledon Ford at the big corner of 119th Street West and Kellogg. And we thank Mel Hambledon Ford for their support of Grizzly soccer all year long. Goal kick taken is won there by the Jaguars. Centering pass, shot coming, and it goes wide to the right. And it'll be another goal kick for Northwest. Sam Mueller will do the honors, wearing his mask. He sends one out here to center. Ortiz can't get to it. It's won there by the Jaguars. Now Caleb Blaine steals it over to Guevara. Guevara right below us, still with it. Sends one past everybody. And this one goes into Jaguar territory and is finally kicked out of play by a defender. It will belong to Northwest. They'll have a throw in at about the 20 on the football field. This is a multi-purpose field here at Andover. Football teams play here. The Andover Central Jaguars will play Circle in their first playoff game on Friday. Jaguars have it at the 40, the 30, 25, 20. Sam Mueller shielding the ball nicely. Goes out of play. It'll belong to Northwest. Sam throws it in. Vegas gets it. Emil Hagen centers one across to Gomez, who sends it clear across the field. And it goes out of play and belongs to the Jaguars. Pile up going on in the penalty area. No call. Actually, it is called. The foul is called on the Jaguars. It'll be a free kick for the Grizzlies. And Sam Mueller is going to take this one from the football goal line, 10 yards away from our goal line. Grizzlies can't get it out past the 40. It's turned over, and it will belong to the Jaguars. Throw in comes in to the 20. Play goes on. Advantage called by Flores, the center referee. And there's a shot going wide left. It'll be a goal kick for Northwest. 33-20 and change. Remaining here in the first half, no score. In this playoff contest, it's win or go home. We're in knockout rounds now. The winner will play Thursday, and the loser will call it a season. This one goes in deep and is shot wide left. It'll be another goal kick for Northwest, and Northwest is having a hard time getting it out of their own end. Sam Mueller will do it again. They've played 7.5 minutes of soccer right in front of Chris Cooper. Out to center it comes. Ortiz is there. Can't get a hold of it. Central wins it and sends a long one down the sideline. That'll go over the goal line, and it'll be another goal kick for the Grizzlies. Mueller will take it. The soccer lines are very difficult to see on this field. They're painted in black, and with the sun setting and the lights have already taken their effect, they're going to be impossible to see on camera. So just imagine where they are. Out to center, Carson Arndt can't control it. One back by Central. Visker has it. He sent one to Ortiz, but it went through his legs, and the black shirts pick it up. Now Blaine intercepts one. He sends one up to Carson Arndt. Carson trying to drive forward here. Visker can't get rid of it. Double teamed, loses it. Here comes Central back with it. They got a man running with it, and a shot is blocked by Emil Hagen over the goal line. It'll be a corner kick for Andover Central, and they'll take it on the far side of the field. Now they give it to the Grizzlies on a goal kick. To the far side it goes. Back down, give and go. Blaine with it over there. Goes out of play and will belong to Andover Central. Throw in comes in at the 10. And they tried a centering pass. Cooper, shot, score. I saw it coming. Oh. Cooper made the save, and the ball rebounded right to the foot of the attacker from the opposite side, and he had an easy pickings goal. Harper gets the assist on the goal by Declinger, and it's 1-0. Andover Central. Grizzlies will kick it off. I see something I forgot to do. I forgot to get out a writing instrument. Back underway. Here's a chance for Carson and a save that time by Robinson. This one goes over the goal line. It'll be a corner kick for Northwest. Carson Arndt hit a blast. And it'll be a corner kick for Northwest. Carson has it on the short, centering it to Fisher. Oh, it went right through the wickets of Rivas. Grizzlies still trying to contain it. Now Central brings it out to midfield. Visker has it to Vegas, right below us. And here we go again. Caleb Blaine almost lost it. Has it again. Ortiz with it. He sends one forward to Carson at the 30. Carson tried to lead one for Andrew Fisher. Couldn't get it through the defense. And here comes Andover Central on a counterattack now. Ball deep in. That should be a foul. Did they call it? They did not. Actually, they did not. Instead, they give it to the Grizzlies on a goal kick. Foul wouldn't have given them much more room anyway. And we have subs coming in. And to be honest with you, I didn't see who came in. I'll see if I can pick them up during the play of the game here. Henning came in for Northwest, number 12. We want to thank the PA announcer next door for saving me there. We have a free kick coming for the Grizzlies from the 25-yard line. 27:50 remaining in the first. Grizzlies down 1-0. Ortiz with it. Tried to get one all the way over to Vegas on this side. Couldn't do it. Now here's a breakaway for the Jaguars. Centering pass. Oh, that went right through the goal mouth. And lucky for us, no one was there to tap it in. It ends up being a goal kick for Northwest, and that was a break for the Grizzlies. Mueller will take the goal kick. He sends one wide. Caleb Blaine with it. Gives it back over there. Gomez sends it forward. Down below us is Vegas Rivera. Sliding tackle produces nothing, but Ortiz gets it, and he sends it over to Gomez. Grizzlies trying to bring it up the far side now. It goes into the coach's area, and it's a throw in for Northwest. Gomez takes the throw in, centers it for Caleb Blaine. He sends it across for Visker, and now a long pass is going to be corralled there by Central. And they kick it out of play after some pressure comes in. It's a throw in for Northwest. Chance for the Grizzlies to get something going. Visker with it now. He centers one. Tried to get it to Guevara, too high for him. Sam Mueller comes up. He sends one over the goal line. It will be a goal kick for Andover Central. And a nice effort that time by the Grizzlies to generate some offense. But it is not rewarded. Robeson takes the goal kick himself, sends it out to center, headed back by Mueller. Actually, that was Zane Visker that did that. And we have a foul. It'll be a free kick for Northwest as Ernesto went down in a heap. Quite honestly, kind of a small crowd on hand tonight. The weather obviously is playing a part in it because for the fans in the stands, it's a miserable evening. Ernesto sends one across. Here's a shot coming. And Caleb Blaine couldn't send it home. Robeson gets the save. But a nice job that time by the Grizzlies. Robeson will have the goalkeeper distribution. He punts it a mile with the wind. And a breakaway here coming for the Jaguars. Far side of the field. William Gomez sends it forward. Trying to get it to Carson that time. Now Arndt has it. Can't control it though. Up the far side. Here comes Arndt. It's a foot race now. Who's going to win it? Ball sent forward by the black shirts. And here comes Central back. Here's a chance. It's going to go all the way back to Cooper. He'll corral it and have the goalkeeper distribution on the near side. To Guevara. Vegas to Blaine. Blaine sends it across on the far side. And into the Jaguars bench. Jags send one forward. And Visker will bring it up. Gives it to Arndt. Overled him. Caleb Blaine can't control it. It'll go out of play. It'll be a throw in on the near side for the Jaguars. Now the Grizzlies are trying to get something started. Ortiz can't corral it. Central with it. There's a centering pass intercepted by Gomez. He'll send it out to center. Past Carson Arndt. And Ortiz gets it now. Can't control it, though. Visker trying to get it back. He can't do so either. And it finally lands on the feet of the Jaguars. This one is going to go out of play over the goal line. And I think that's a... Is that a corner or a goal kick? That will be a goal kick. Grizzlies are subbing in a player. Let's see who's coming in here. Anthony Solis coming in, number 21, and Vegas Guevara going out. For Northwest, 22 minutes remaining, first half. Grizzlies trail 1-0. 5A state playoff game. Glad you could join us wherever you are on planet Earth. Jaguars with control for the moment. Goes out of play. It'll belong to Northwest. There's a break for the Grizzlies. Sam throws it in. Emil Hagen. Now back to Sam. Back to Hagen. Hagen centers one. Nice centering pass that time to Visker. Visker sends one all the way across on the far side to Rivas. Now forward it comes. Here's one for Carson Arndt. Intercepted on the way up. Who's going to win it? It's going to be the Jaguars winning it. Solis putting the pressure on. Ball comes back. Hagen's going to corral it and send it on the far side. Blaine. There's a long one for Carson Arndt, but he was on the wrong side of it and it went all the way back to Robeson. Here's Visker with it to Ortiz. Back to Zane. And Zane sends a pass in intended for Carson Arndt, but too far. And Robeson picks it up again. He'll have a goalkeeper distribution. And he booms another wind-aided punt. And here come the Jags back. Solis with it now for Northwest. Overled Sam Mueller with it. And it's intercepted. Here's a chance now for the Jaguars as Jaden Vossen gets the shot off, but it goes wide left. It'll be a goal kick for the Grizzlies. Goal kick brought to you by Emerson Biggins in Old Town, 808 East Douglas. They're the luncheon sponsor at our golf tournament every year. We'll be talking about the golf tournament here at halftime. We thank Luis Lopez and all of his staff for their support of Grizzly soccer. Nice punt into the wind. Unfortunately, it lands on the foot of a Jaguar. Zane Visker. Across the way. Blaine with it. Blaine trying to make something happen here. To Solis, right below us. Solis forward to Ortiz. Now we're getting some build-up going. That's a good thing to see. Ortiz started to lose it. Now he does, and player goes down. That'll be a foul on Ernesto, and it will be a free kick for Andover Central. There's a long one right to Cooper. Gives up a rebound, but he's going to pick it up himself. And out toward the center of the field. Carson Arndt with it. Nice trap that time. Sends it up the far side to Henning. Goes out of play. Northwest will throw it in again. Visker with it. It'll be another throw in for the Grizzlies on the far side of the field. And they've got something going here. Into Zane Visker again. Carson Arndt with it. Carson looking to dish it off. Gets it to Visker. Deep centering pass. And nobody there to finish it off, and it comes away with the ball to Andover Central. Now out to midfield they bring it. Grizzlies have had some chances to get something going here. This one out of play. It'll belong to Northwest. 17:15 to go in the first half. Grizzlies down 1-0 on a goal by Prescott Deckinger with about 30 minutes to go in the first. Caleb Blaine sends one on the far side. Too far, and Rivas can't get to it. It'll be a throw in for Andover Central.
Returning for the Jaguars, number 8, Jared Cromley.
Cromley comes back in for Central. And a nice tackle that time by young Mr. Blaine. There's a shot blocked by the defense. Here's another one coming. A push down. And no call, or is there a call? And Israel Flores is stopping time. This will be a penalty kick opportunity for the Jaguars. And a good call it is on the push inside the area just as player was winding up for the shot. Jared Cromley is going to take the penalty kick, I believe, against Chris Cooper. And we are ready to go. Shot and a score. And it was Jaden Vossen, number 9, not number 8, who took the shot. Doesn't matter. The score is 2-0 on the penalty kick. Unfortunate for the Grizzlies. Let's take a quick timeout. We'll be back in 30. This is Wichita Northwest Grizzlies boys soccer.
Hey, man, you got up for football?
Band class still needs you, man.
Kansas students have choices to do or not to do. The Kansas State High School Activities Association urges everyone to participate because when activities stop, nobody wins.
Back underway, Grizzlies on the attack after taking the kickoff. Caleb Blaine with it at the 30, dishes it off to Visker. Visker puts one deep, intended for Carson. Blaine has it back now for Northwest. Sends it on the far side to Rivas. Rivas sends one into the center. Solis can't control it. And it comes all the way back. This is going to be a throw-in. Oh, no, the wind got it. So I'm going to take that back. Hagan sends one forward. On the near side it comes to Mueller. Out of play. It will be a throw-in for Andover Central. Man, they're moving the ball way back. Is it our ball after all? Maybe it is. Maybe there was a foul call that I meant. It just went out of play, and they gave it to us. And here we go. This one's going to go out of play. This will be a throw-in for Northwest, about 1 foot from the corner flag. And that will be hidden very nicely by the light pole. Sam Mueller's going to throw it in. He does so to Visker. Now Solis trying to do something with it. Can't control it. Here's a chance for Andover Central and a foul called. And it will be a free kick for Northwest. Sam Mueller will do the honors from his 16-yard line on the football markings. Grizzlies down 2-0 on a goal and a penalty kick. Ball back in play at center. And Carson steals one momentarily anyway. Now it comes back down deep. And here's a chance for Central and a shot and a save by Cooper. Wow. Deckinger just blasted one, and Cooper was up to the task. Now the Grizzlies can't control. There'll be a substitution here for Central. Connor O'Neill comes in, number 18, for the Jaguars. And now the throw-in. We're back underway. Hoping to get Lance Deckinger in here at halftime for a visit. We actually invited Doug Carr, the athletic director at Andover Central, to join us, but he was unable to make it, as he was the only administrator on duty for tonight's game and did not want to leave his post, and I understand that 100%. Here's a chance, a centering pass, and Cooper snuffs that out. Nice play by Chris Cooper, who improves game after game. And he represents our future in goal, along with Garby, as they are both sophomores. Hagan sends one forward, and it's going to be knocked out of play there and belong to the Jaguars. Jags throw it in. Boston had it for a moment. Now the Grizzlies come away with it. Solis, give and go from Carson Arndt. And up the near side, here comes Northwest. Out of play it goes. That should be a Northwest throw in. It will be. Carson will handle it, looks like. He throws it in to Caleb Blaine. Blaine sends one across up the middle. Nice play. Fisker with a shot and a save that time by Robeson. I don't know if it's a long or a short O on the goalkeeper. And it may be a misprint. It may be, if it's Robinson, then it's a misprint on my roster that I was given. But in any case, a nice save by the senior goalkeeper for Andover Central. This one goes out of play. It'll be a throw in for Andover Central, and they will sub a player in. See if I can tell you who it is.
Also in number 19, Blake Fimwright.
Harper comes in, and number 19, Blake Fimwright, comes in for the Jaguars, and we're back underway. Nice interception that time by Rivas. Can the Grizzlies control it? Zvisker can't keep up with it, but it does come forward for the White Shirts, and then they lose it again. Emil Hagen stops that play and sends it forward on the near side to Solis. Anthony Solis. A foul called on Solis. It will be a free kick for Andover Central. Down the middle it goes. Intercepted and sent back to midfield, where the Black Shirts get it. Here's a chance for Central. They've got some numbers. This one rejected by Gomez. Central again, a big shot deflected out of play. It'll be a corner kick for the Jaguars. 9.5 remaining here in the first half. Grizzlies down 2-0 in this winner-take-all playoff contest between the Jaguars of Andover Central and your Northwest Grizzlies. I don't know if this is the first meeting ever between these two teams, but it's the first time that they've met since I've been involved with the program for the last 5 years. Waiting for the corner kick from the far side. And I don't know what's going on here, but Carson Arndt and Israel Flores are about to have a conversation. Carson Arndt is unhappy about something. There they are on the left of your screen. I'm just wondering if he's going to get carded, and I think he did. Carson Arndt gets a yellow card for something. And now Bobby Bribieska wants to know what's going on. Vegas comes back in to substitute for Carson. And Bobby wasn't in the conversation very long. He was satisfied with the answer. And Waiting for play to resume. It is a corner kick, as I mentioned. And now we're back underway. That one goes wide to the right. And another goal kick opportunity for, or is it a corner kick? That may have been deflected. And it is. It was a corner kick for Central. Wow.
Jaguar goal by number 9, Jaden Lawson.
That was unbelievable. On the corner kick, the set piece kills the Grizzlies that time. And I'm not even sure who scored it. I think it was Vossen that scored it. That's his second goal of the game. Back underway here are the Grizzlies. Let me get the camera where it needs to be. Thank you very much. And we're underway. So a lot of bad things happened in a very short time. Carson Arndt gets a yellow card. And 30 seconds later, Andover Central scores. I don't think the two are related, but two bad things happening in a short space of time. Marquez Collins in the game for the Grizzlies, number 22. At the 40 is where he is, hoping to get to the ball. Grizzlies in a hole here, 3-0, and for them, that's a big hole. There's another shot off the post and in. Oh, my goodness.
Jaguar goal by number 9, Jaden Lawson.
Jaden Vossen scores again. He now has a hat trick. He has 3 of their 4 goals.
Andrew Fisher returns for the Grizzlies.
Fisher comes back in for Northwest.
Neil Worth returns for the Jaguars.
And the Grizzlies kick it off again. Now they're down by 4. This one goes out of play. It'll belong to Andover Central. I was the most surprised person in the building at that last goal. Not exactly sure how it went in. But in it went. And it puts the Grizzlies down by a boatload. They got a lot of work to do here. Goals come in bunches. They got 2 goals in less than a minute and a half just now. That's the way it's been this year for Northwest. But they have never given up. And there's a lot of game left to be played. We've had some good chances in this game, and they need to create more and then finish some. And they'll be right back in it. I'm not going to tell you the wind had as much of a factor here, but the wind is in the face of the Grizzlies this half. This punt proves it. Gomez with it for Northwest to Blaine. Caleb sends it back to Hagan. Hagan, a nice play to get the ball up here on the near side that time. Vegas giving chase. Keep it in. And it goes out of play. It'll be a throw in for the Jaguars. Or did they call? Oh, they called offside on Northwest, so it'll be a free kick from them about the 25-yard line on the offside. And down she goes. Deep into Grizzly territory. Here's another chance. This one goes out of play, and it will be a corner kick, I think. Yes, it is a corner kick for Andover Central. And another dangerous opportunity. We've given them way too many corner kicks. That's part of this problem. We've given them an opportunity to create. And Chris Cooper corrals that one. Dishes it out on the near side. Grizzlies get it to midfield. Collins unable to retrieve it. Now we have an offside called against the Jaguars. It'll be a free kick for the Grizzlies from the 30-yard line. Sam Mueller lining up to take this one. Plays it short to Caleb Blaine. Blaine to Visker. And Central has it. They lose it out of bounds. Throw in for Northwest. And down it goes on the near side. Out of play. Throw in for the Grizzlies. Comes into Caleb Blaine. He has two guys all over him. Splits them momentarily. And it goes out of play. Who does it belong to this time? It belongs to... Oh, they're calling a foul. They called a foul on Caleb. And it will be a free kick for the Jaguars. Right below us at midfield. And a long one it is. Broken up there by Mueller. Collins can't control it. On the near side it comes, and now there's another long one deep. That's going to take a bad bounce, and look out. Oh, Cooper did get it. Wow. Took a bad bounce over Cooper's head, but he was able to chase it down. I think he forgot he was playing on AstroTurf, and this is a hard turf field. This is one of the older surfaces now. And as such, it has gotten hard, and it was hard to start with. Throw in for Northwest. Comes in. Ernesto trying to get to it. Out to midfield it comes. Controlled by the Jaguars. 2 minutes and change remaining here in the first half. Grizzlies down 4-0. And Visker, guilty of the push, will give the Jaguars a free kick from the 38. Everybody going deep. And there's a long one into the penalty area. Who's going to get it? Looks like Visker had it and sends it back out. Who's going to win the battle on the far side of the field over there? It will be the Grizzlies, I think. Yep. And there's a pass intended for Ernesto. They couldn't control it. It goes out of play. It'll belong to the Grizzlies right below us on a throw-in. In it comes. Mueller with it. Blaine on the far side sends it across. goes out of play. It'll be stay with Northwest. Inside 1 minute remaining here till halftime. It'll be a throw in for the Jaguars on the far side to the center of the field, and a nice play to strip the ball away. Fisher with it. Now we have a whistle. I don't know what they're calling, but they're giving the ball to us, and we already had it. There's an advantage that got lost somewhere. Bisker with it at the 35. Sends a long one forward, intercepted. And that will do it. We are at halftime, and at halftime, Grizzlies trail 4-0. We'll be back in 30 seconds with our halftime extravaganza. Stay with us. This is Wichita Northwest Grizzlies boys soccer.
This stage is nowhere near Broadway, and none of these actors will be accepting an Oscar anytime soon. Still, they are rehearsing for something important. While they learn their lines, they're also learning teamwork, discipline, self-confidence, that everyone has a part to play. Skills that will make them stars long after the curtain falls. The National Federation of State High School Associations reminds you that when kids take part in high school activities, they get set for life.
Welcome back to Andover District Stadium and tonight's 5A state playoff game between the Grizzlies and Andover Central. Grizzlies trail at halftime by a score of 4-0. And I was hoping to have Lance Deckinger on with us at halftime, and he's not up here. So I don't think that's going to happen. We'll just keep it here at half. There's obviously no halftime going on the field as well. The teams have left the area to have their halftime huddle. We'll give you the scoring recap here in the first half. It's pretty simple here tonight. Jaden Vossen has a hat trick and an assist in this game. And his first goal coming on a penalty kick. He had the only penalty kick goal of the first half. I don't take that back. He does not have an assist. He has 3 goals. Prescott Deckinger has the 4th goal, and Leighton Harper has the only assist that yours truly is given credit for here in the first half of this contest. We'll do a little quick advertising here at halftime for our good friends at Northwest on the football side of things, the American football side of things. Football playoffs begin Friday night. Grizzlies will be at home Friday night against Cape and Mount Carmel. Grizzlies are the number 1 seed in the West region in football, and Capen is the bottom seed, if you will, in that region. You may recall that the Grizzlies beat Capen 45-0 at Stryker Field earlier this season. Don't have all of the brackets, but I do know that Bishop Carroll. No, I'm going to take that back. In the second round, we will play either Great Bend or Heights. They are playing each other in the first round. This is assuming, of course, that we beat Capen. I didn't mean to be presumptive when I said that. Assuming we advance, we would play the winner of Great Bend and Heights, 2 teams that we shut out this season. 31-0 at Great Bend and 79-0 at Heights. So the second round would loom well with us as well. We've got 3 possible opponents, all of whom we have shut out this year. So after the second round, if Bishop Carroll gets through their first 2 rounds, that's who we would face. In the third round would be Bishop Carroll. Whether it's at home or at Carroll, I do not know. Because honestly, I do not know how they're determining the home and aways this year. They have changed a lot of that format, and to be honest with you, I don't remember what the final decision was on that. We're going to take one more quick time out here with Keisha, and then when it comes back, we'll let you listen to a little bit of music from the PA, as yours truly is also going to take a quick break as well. Stay with us. This is Wichita Northwest Grizzlies boys soccer.
This portion of today's webcast is brought to you in part by the following Grizzly supporters: Chris and Jan Shoemaker, the Glenn and Camille Nyberg family, the Joe and Judy Coughlin family, the Tom and Carla Lassiter family, the Bob and Lynn Profit family, Danny and Stacy Higgins of Gecko Painting Incorporated of Olathe, Kansas, Jenny Wiley, and by Kevin and Donna Arkin.
This ain't no place to be if you plan on being soft. Let me tell you, it's always cool. And the boss don't mind sometimes if you're acting cool. At the car wash, talking about the car wash, yeah. Come on, y'all, and sing it for me, car wash. Car wash, yeah. Well, those cars never seem to stop coming. Work and work. Keep those lazy machines coming. Work and work. My fingers through the wall. Work, if I can't wait to roll. Hey, it's your car wash day. Feel a baby, don't have to wait. Come on and give us a play. Right away.
Andover Central High School is partnering with the Mid-America Orthopedics and the Kansas Athletic Training Society to provide athletic training services and the highest standard of care to keep our athletes safe. Our team is participating in the 2019 CATS Safety and Football Campaign. This is represented with a sticker on each helmet. More music is coming your way here on Game Time.
Here at Andover Central High School, we've got the best music for you all the time.
I'm putting it all on the table, man. 2, 3, 1, 3. All that. 2, 3, 1, 3. The whole team all in, too. 2, 3, 1, 3. Game over. Okay, G. Let's go. All right, E to the old man. To the old man. Let's take my chip, sit. My chip, sit. We really deep, it ain't love, big. It ain't love, big. Running back to that blue line. I'm putting it all on that line, boy. Like that, they ran slam blue line. All or nothing, no spring. Got the highest hand, no spring. Got a 10, got a Jack Quinn, that's a royal strut. It's one now. What that mean, man? What that mean? Right around me, man, when I kill. All that mean is King G. Gave us everything on that tree. Gave us everything when he died. Gave us the winning hand when he rode. Second team, West Street, all things, slow it down. All or nothing, see, I ain't bluffing it, I ain't flexing, I'm turning. Override, blade through the line, blade crucified when they smoke. Resurrected, I know with them. Next breaking mission, I go get them. I'm so Christian, I'm so Christian. I still believe God is so from. Holy Spirit, gospel. We just gotta all in. It was back then with all me. I'ma stick to the script, I'm all in, God. R.I.P. to the old man, We should be deep and they drop in. My poker face, my poker face,
Oh man, a shot out coming.
You can feel that? Every breath, every bump in my chest is a blessing. I'm blessed to keep.
Grizzly Soccer on the Internet is brought to you in part today by Tom and Carla Lassiter and the law firm of Fleeson, Gouin, Colson & Kitch, 301 North Main in the Epic Center, practicing over 35 areas of law, including corporate law, estate planning, trusts, probate and fiduciary law, real estate and development law, education and school law, and bankruptcy and creditors' rights, just to name a few. With over 130 years' experience, Fleeson & Gouin is nationally recognized for their diligence and legal expertise. Contact them at 316-267-7361.
Kevin Arkin back at Andover District Stadium. We are just wrapping up halftime, and I want to take this opportunity to give a huge shout-out to Andover Central student Jacob Cromley, who was kind enough to bring me the one thing I need to get through the second half, and that's a cup of hot chocolate. Because, folks, it's cold and there's no heat up here. Thank you, Jacob. You're the man. Now, if you can bring me a few goals, I'd appreciate that, too. Teams are just coming back onto the field, ladies and gentlemen. It's 4-0 here. Grizzlies trail at halftime. And even I have put gloves on. I don't normally do that. It is cold. I feel for these kids, the players, and the fans. Boy, they are all toughing it out on a bitterly raw night here in Wichita.
Okay, Jaguar fans, let them know you're here.
Let us know. Pete Anhauser just asked the fans to let him know you're here by shouting, and I think he did that to see if they were still alive. Grizzlies will play from left to right here in the second half. Again, the Grizzlies in their road white jerseys with blue trunks and blue numerals, if you're just joining us. And if you are just joining us, this game will be podcast. You can go back and watch it at any time. The podcast will actually be final about 5 minutes after the game is over. And the whistle blows, and we are underway here in the second half. Zane Visker with it for Northwest. Dishes it off. Now up the near side comes Andrew Fisher. Andrew trying to get one up to Carson Arndt. Couldn't make it work. Central sends one intercepted by Gomez. Nice job by William Gomez that time. And now Zane Visker at the 45 sends it wide to the far side to Sam Mueller. Sam to Carson Arndt, who worked his way over there. Goes out of play. It will belong to the Jaguars. Just underway here, second half. Grizzlies in a big hole, down 4-0 in this first round for this essentially first round playoff game for the 5A state title. Grizzlies the number 15 seed, and Andover Central the number 2 seed in this side of the bracket. Number 1 seed is Goddard Eisenhower, who came in undefeated. Andover Central comes in 15-1 on the season. I'd tell you who they lost to, but I do not know. I forgot. Someone told me and I've forgotten. And the Grizzlies struggled during the regular season, only winning 2 of their games. And we have a player down on the field, and that's William Gomez. He gets right up, though. Play will continue here in a moment. Sam Mueller will take this free kick. And he sends a long one down on the near side to Andrew Fisher. Too far for him, however. And it's going to go all the way down and go out of play. It'll be a throw-in for Andover Central. Deep in their own territory. And Andover Central trying to get a counterattack goal going, and down goes in a heap goes Misael Rivas. Foul's called. It'll be a free kick for Northwest. And a player is down for Central, and he's still down. I can't identify the player. They stop time. We will do the same. And let's take a quick timeout while we can. We'll come back here in a couple of minutes, or a couple of seconds, I should say. This is Wichita Northwest Grizzlies boys soccer.
This portion of today's webcast is brought to you in part by Dugan and Garreau, attorneys at law, 940 North Tyler Road, Wichita. By Gecko Painting, Incorporated. Danny and Grizzly alum Stacy Higgins, now of Olathe, Kansas, are proud supporters of Grizzly Nation and webcasts on the Internet. And by Regional Contractors, 1313 North Webb Road. We thank all of our sponsors for their proud support of Grizzly soccer.
The injured player is Jayden Vossen, who scored a hat trick in the first half. And they are carrying him off the field. So it may be a leg injury of some kind. We certainly hope for that young man it's not serious. And we wish him all the best and hope he is able to return to the contest yet this evening. Grizzlies are going to have a free kick here when we resume. Ball is sitting at the 30-yard line. They need to get something going. They're down by 4. And we'll remind you of nothing. We'll remind you later. We're back underway. Bisker with it. Now Central gets it back. Bisker ticks it out of play. It'll be a throw-in for Andover Central. I failed to mention when I was talking about football earlier. Just want to invite everyone to tune in Friday night. We are webcasting that game live against Cape and Mount Carmel. It is a home game. We will be on the air at 6:45 Friday night. And you can pick up that game through a link on nwhsgrizz.com. nwhsgrizz.com. If you can't come out and support your Grizzlies on Friday night, check us out on the World Wide Web. Kids do a great job on the production of those games. So Lisa and Henning fighting and finally come away with it. Sam Mueller gets up just in time to get it. And it's intercepted by Central. And here's a chance for the Jaguars. Shot and a save by Cooper. And Bisker picks up the loose ball. Now here's another one going back. This is going to go over the goal line, and it will be a goal kick for Chris Cooper and company. This goal kick brought to you by AeroCheck Engineering, 5555 North 119th Street West in Mays. They're proud supporters of Grizzly soccer, and we thank them for their continued support. back underway here. Jaguars have it at the 30, and that is a foul, and it will be a free kick for Andover Central. Did get verification on the goals and assists during the halftime break. We did have them all. And the corner kick goal I wasn't sure if it was tipped in or not. It was not. It was a straight corner kick goal, which is what I thought. This one goes over the goal line. It'll be yet another goal kick for Northwest. You can't argue with a corner kick goal. Of course, it was wind aided because the wind was pushing in that direction, but even so. And the wind is still blowing. It's blowing out of the north. The Grizzlies have the wind at their back in this half. And every little bit helps. Fisher has it. He sends it. Has this pass rejected, however. And Gomez loses it. Sam Mueller is over there to corral it, and he'll send it wide on the far side. Sam with it again. At midfield. The Jaguars get it back now. They'll send it back all the way back to their keeper, Robinson, who will send one forward. I'm willing to bet you $10 his name is pronounced Robinson. And that the PA guy got it wrong. Oh, there's one off of the wickets of Chris Cooper. He should have had that, quite frankly. Unfortunate. It will be a corner kick now for the Jaguars on the far side of the field. And the Jaguars in no hurry to get over there. Jared Cromley's going to take it. Keeps it low on the ground. There's a chip shot, goes over the goal, and it will be a goal kick for Northwest. This Grizzly goal kick brought to you by the Best Western Wichita North Hotel and Suites in Park City. They're located at 53rd Street North and the Canal Route. We thank them for their support of Grizzly soccer. Best Western Inn and Suites. Fisher is tripped. It'll be a free kick for Northwest right down here below us. Rivas will take the free kick. Now he dishes it off to Sam Mueller, who will take it at the 43-yard line. We'll see if he elects to go long or play it short to the two guys in front of him. And he goes long. Headed straight up. Grizzlies trying to get it back. Jack Fincham into the game. Number 5 gets a foot on it. Didn't see him come in. He must have come in at halftime, and I just never noticed it. And there's a long one. Nice job by Gomez to stop it, but it stays in the possession of the Jaguars. And here's a chance for Andover Central. Shot coming and wide to the right. And it will be a goal kick for Northwest. Let's take this quick timeout. We'll be back. This is Wichita Northwest Grizzlies boys soccer.
This portion of today's webcast is brought to you in part by Dugan and Garreau, attorneys at law, 940 North Tyler Road, Wichita. By Gecko Painting, Incorporated. Danny and Grizzly alum Stacy Higgins, now of Olathe, Kansas, are proud supporters of Grizzly Nation and webcasts on the Internet. And by Regional Contractors, 1313 North Webb Road. We thank all of our sponsors for their proud support of Grizzly soccer.
Back at Andover District Stadium, And there's a shot off the post. There's another one high in the air over everything. It'll be a goal kick for the Grizzlies. And during the last goal kick, during the commercial timeout, Jaden Boston subbed back in for Andover Central. So it's good to see the young man is not severely injured. And, of course, we hope he does not score again in this contest. He's done enough damage as he has a hat trick here tonight. Gomez fighting hard there for it. Still in the possession of the Jags. There's a shot and partially deflected, and Chris Cooper is able to corral it. And he'll have a goalkeeper distribution. 29 and change remaining here in the contest. Grizzlies down by 4. They need to get something going. To be honest with you, I have not recorded a shot on goal for Northwest. Actually, that's not true. I have 2 of them here. I shouldn't say that. They've had some chances. You just haven't been able to get a shot off, and that's been the story of our life here this year. And we're about to see a new face on the field for Northwest. I don't know this young man, and I feel bad about that because I feel I should. We'll talk about it in a minute here. In the meantime, here's an opportunity for Leighton Harper to get something going here for Central, and it's going to become a goal kick. And subbing in for the Grizzlies on this goal kick is number 16, Gab Schilling, and I assume it's Gab and not Gabe. He's a freshman midfielder in the Grizzlies program, and we welcome him aboard, and glad he's able to get some playing time here in this contest. There's a young man right there below us. We'll see what happens here. Schilling added to the roster as you're able to make changes to your roster and add a player or two for the playoffs. This one goes out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in for Andover Central. That one knocked out of play by Fincham. We'll do it again. And this one thrown in, and Boston, boom, misses left. It'll be a goal kick for Northwest. Been all Andover Central so far here tonight. Still plenty of time for the Grizzlies to get something started, but they have to get something started. And they've just been unable to penetrate Andover Central. Fisker over there, dishing it off. To Caleb Blaine. Now Andrew Fisher, who was over here a little bit ago, is going to do the throw-in. So he's moving all over the place. Out of play, it'll belong to Andover Central. Quick throw-in by the Jags. Still controlling it. 2 men now on defense, and one of them steals it, and that's Ortiz. Nice job by Ernesto. Passes a nice pass all the way across. Here comes Sam Mueller from his defensive spot. And cleared by Andover Central. Caleb Blaine will throw it in, and does so. Fisher has it. He sends one forward. It goes. There's a long shot going over everything. It'll be a goal kick for Andover Central with 25 minutes and change remaining And the Grizzlies down 4-0. Out to center it comes. Grizzlies on the march. Ortiz with it. Double teamed, and they take it away. And a foul called. It will stay with Northwest. Here's an opportunity for the Grizzlies to do something. Who's going to take this one? Ortiz is lining it up. So is Jack Fincham. And now Sam Mueller also back there. Fincham goes forward. It'll be Ernesto who takes the kick. He could ask for some more yardage because they've only given him 7. However, he does not. And here's the kick. Wide of the goal, it'll be a goal kick for Andover Central. Good effort that time by the Grizzlies, just couldn't put it together. This goal kick brought to you, by the way, by Lee's Roofing, 611 North Emporia, where experience counts. Lee's Roofing is a loyal supporter of Grizzly soccer, and we thank them for their support. Out to center. Andover Central controlling, not in any hurry to do much of anything. This one comes forward, and here's a chance now for the Jaguars. Getting behind everybody. Getting behind Rivas, I should say. And Rivas comes back to kick it out of play. It'll be a corner kick for the Jaguars from the near side. Gavin Reeves comes in for the first time. Here's the ball in the air. Loose ball in front. Still controlled by the Jaguars. Now out to center it comes, and here's a chance for Ernesto. Oh, Ernesto couldn't get the ball. And now Andover Central bringing it up. There's another shot that's going to go wide left, and it will be a goal kick for Northwest. Ball's placed down. And the goal kick is taken. It's out to midfield. Here come the Jaguars back now. Nice job by Fincham to get the ball. And the Grizzlies trying to mount some offense. Sam Mueller streaking forward. Visker sends it forward on the far side. Ball goes out of play. It'll belong to Northwest. Rivas will throw it in, and does so. And it goes through the legs of 2 white shirts and over to the Jaguars. Visker forward. This one goes out of play. It will belong to Northwest on the throw-in. Rivas throws it in. And with the ball, running it up the near side was Schilling. And we have a foul. Nope, it's out of play. Throw in for Northwest. Nope, it's a free kick. I was right the first time. Gomez sends one forward. Ortiz with it. Ernesto looking for some help, sends it back to Gomez. Hagan to Ortiz. To Fincham. Fincham on the far side to Visker. Up the middle, Schilling with it. Goes out of play. It'll be a throw in for Northwest. Schilling throws it in to Sam Mueller. Give and go back to Schilling. Here's something happening. Oh, they couldn't get the shot off. And the Jags come away with it. Send it out here to center. Goes out of play. It'll belong to Northwest. Northwest will send they've tried to sub a player in, unable to do it. Bisker with it. Players hanging all over each other over there. Here's an opportunity, but Robeson's there to corral it, and a distribution up the middle. A long pass forward. Rejected momentarily, but it's still controlled by the Jaguars. Ball control is they are experts. Boston centers one. Here's that shot over the crossbar, and it will be a goal kick for Northwest, and each team will substitute players here. Trenton McMeekin comes in for Northwest, number 3. First time we've called his number tonight. And this one up the middle. Andrew Fisher with it. To Hagan. Back to Andrew. And the Jaguars come away with it now. Andrew Fisher intercepts that pass. Brings it forward. Sam Mueller can't get to it. And it's sent back by the Jaguars to the 20. Here's a shot coming. And it goes wide to the right. It'll be a goal kick for Northwest. Let's take a 30-second timeout. We'll be back. This is Wichita Northwest Grizzlies boys soccer.
National studies show that students who participate in activities like music, sports, and drama not only have better grades and attendance, but they develop the character to handle adversity, the grace to accept defeat, and the self-confidence to start over. Take part. Get set for life.
Back at Andover District Stadium, play has just resumed, and there's an opportunity coming here for Central. Trying to get a shot off. There's one, gets through everything, but Cooper is there, and it will be a goalkeeper distribution. And the Jaguars get it right back. Andrew Fisher fighting for it over there. And they send it back to regroup. Now over to the near side it comes. Into the center of the field. And ball cleared out by Hagan, I believe. Ortiz. Schilling. And, a nice interception that time. That one kicked out of play by Zane Visker. It'll be a throw-in. Oh, it is Northwest ball, excuse me. And, yeah, they're calling the ball for the Jaguars, which I think is the right call. Time beginning to become a factor here for the Grizzlies, as they need to find a way to solve the Andover Jaguar defense. There's a foul. It'll be a free kick for Northwest as Sam was pushed away from the ball. And it looks like he's going to take it himself from the 22. If you're just joining us, this is a 5A state playoff game between Andover Central and Wichita Northwest. Your Grizzlies trailing 4-0, unfortunately. Trying to get something on the board. Here's Sam's kick. Shot, score! Sam Mueller scores for the Grizzlies, and they've cut the lead to 4-1, and the Schneider is off the board. Sam gets the goal unassisted.
Back in the game, number 42, Jack Benedict.
And maybe that gets something going here for Northwest.
And number 14, Prescott Beckenberg.
I was so excited I dropped my rosters. And we're back underway here. Just inside 15 minutes remaining. Plenty of time. What a nice goal by Sam. Hope I caught that for you. If you were not here at the beginning and you're watching now, you may have figured it out by now, but I'm doing this by myself. Free kick coming now for Andover Central from near midfield. Ball rejected there by Schilling. And now he sends one back for Sam Mueller to get a hold of, but he can't get to it. And now we have a whistle. And what do we have here? We have a free kick for Northwest coming from about the 28-yard line or so. William Gomez starts it off, gives it to Fisher. Fisher on the far side. Here's one trying to get it to McMeekin, who was streaking up the left side, but they couldn't get it to him. Throw in comes into Andrew Fisher. Visker now back toward Emil Hagen. Hagen trying to get it away. Unable to do so. Centering pass, and Cooper is there to snuff it. And he'll have a goalkeeper distribution. He wastes no time. Sends it up the far side. Fight for it over there. It's going to belong to Andover Central. And another throw in coming for Central. Oh, player gets by Hagen. There's a shot maybe. No, a nice blockage. There's a shot and score. Loose ball picked up by Central, and they've got their four goal lead back. Give the goal to Leighton Harper, and Vossen has the assist. So now he has 3 goals and an assist. Caleb Blaine comes back in for the Grizzlies. Grizzlies down now 5-1. And we're back underway. Up the near side it comes. Trying to get it that time to Schilling, but they couldn't get it to him as the ball was deflected. But it will be a throw-in for the Grizzlies. Just to give you an idea how cold it is up here. The cables on the camera are so stiff that they are pulling the camera away from where it's intended to be showing you. We're literally having to force it there. It is cold here tonight. Visker with it at midfield. Grizzlies scored their first goal of the night, and less than a minute later gave it right back. This one's out of play. It will be a corner kick, I believe. Yes, it is a corner kick for Northwest. Chance for a set piece play here for the Grizzlies. Andrew Fisher had some words very quickly with Coach Berbieska, and he's going to take the kick himself because they put a play on. We'll see what they do. In the air it goes. Nice bend. Trying to get a header going from Visker. Couldn't do it. And the ball's kicked out of play on the near side. It'll be a throw in for Northwest. In it comes. Loose ball in front is picked up by Robeson. And he'll have a goalkeeper distribution. And up the middle of the field it comes. Here come the Jaguars. Going deep into Grizzly territory. Nice pass, and a shot is wide left. And it will be a goal kick for Northwest as we approach 10 minutes remaining here in the contest. And the ball on the near side. Up to Schilling. Schilling going to bring it up to midfield. Now it comes to Sam Mueller. He dishes it off. Sam's going to get it back, though. And he sends a long one. That's too long. It's going to go all the way back to Robeson. All he has to do is catch it and redistribute it. We have a penalty, not a penalty, a yellow card being issued here. And I'll bet it's going to Mr. Gomez. It is. William Gomez is being issued a yellow card. He's required to leave the game for one substitution. I don't know why I'm having the computer is giving me fits here. Excuse me. It's getting cold, too. Free kick's going to be taken from the 35 when we resume play here. And we have a substitution coming in for Northwest to replace Gomez. And I think it was Ortiz that came back in. I'm not sure. Now, Israel Flores is having words with the captain of the Andover Central Jaguars about something. Hope you've enjoyed the webcast, if not the results so far. And we are back underway. Shot is blocked there by Blaine. And Blaine calling for the ball. He's over there getting it. Still has it. And sends it back to Visker. Visker forward. And a long one forward. That's way offside. It'll be a free kick for Andover Central at the 25-yard line. Or thereabouts. That one kicked out of play by Andrew Fisher. It'll be a throw-in for the Jaguars, and we will substitute some players.
Number 18, Connor O'Neill, and number 20, Gavin Reed. Returning for the Grizzlies, William Gomez.
William Gomez comes back in for Northwest after sitting out for a guaranteed sub because of a yellow card. On the near side, Caleb Blaine watches it go through his wickets and Visker can't get it forward. High pressure defense. Oh, what a nice pass that was. Now Visker has it again, and he brings it up forward. Here come the Grizzlies with maybe something cooking. Over to Schilling on the near side. He centers one through the legs of Mueller, but nobody there to pick it up. Good idea by Sam. Gomez at center. Over on the near side. Rivas sent it forward. It goes out of play. It'll be a throw in for Northwest and a chance for the Grizzlies. Sam Mueller watches it. He thought it was going to go out of play. It did not. Or maybe it did. They're giving it to Northwest, which is fine with me. Rivas will throw it in. He gets it into Zane Visker. Now Sam Mueller playing some pinball out there. Mueller with it. Visker couldn't get it. Here comes Andover Central back, and now they've got a counterattack going. At the 20, faked out Gomez, centering pass. Fisher's there to block it. Good job by Andrew Fisher. Defensively. Coming up the far side of the field. Vegas Guevara. Can't get to it. Ernesto comes back in for Northwest. 6 minutes and change remaining in the contest. Grizzlies down by 4. Need to get a goal in a hurry. The only goal on a set piece by Sam Mueller. Scoring on a direct kick from about 30 yards away. And it was a nice goal to boot. Fighting for the ball. Jaguars come away with it. Here's an opportunity. Left-footed shot is blocked by the defense, and Gomez goes down. That'll be a foul. And it will be a free kick for Northwest. Hagan takes it, sends it forward. Caleb Blaine. And a give and go intended for Caleb. Can he get to it? No, he can't, but it goes out of play. It will be a throw-in on the far side for Northwest. And a good idea on that give and go. Ball is thrown in at the 30. Double team, keeps the ball. And then steps on the ball, and Zane Visker comes up with it. Zane tries a long shot, no good. Has it on the near side. Here's Rivas with it. Rivas trying to go deep, but the ball is rejected and comes all the way out to center where William Gomez is giving chase. And here come the Jaguars on the move. Play at center. Shot coming? No. Andrew Fisher's there to reject it. And a foul called. It'll be a free kick, and they're waving it off. Israel Flores waved it off. I think he made a mistake doing that, but it's all right. Throw in for Northwest. I'm sorry, throw in is for the Jaguars. They'll throw it in with 3:45 remaining here in the second half. And we're waiting for some substitutes. There's 5 players over there waiting to sub, and none of them have come in. I'm not exactly sure what's going on. Now they're letting Andover Central sub, but not us. And now, of course, the clock stops with the new rule. If a team is leading in the second half with 5 minutes or less to go and substitutes, the clock stops during the sub. And it's an anti-stalling rule, and it's a darn good one. Whoever came up with it knew what they were doing. It's one of the best rule changes I've seen in all my experience with high school soccer here in Wichita. The teams that would sub and sub and sub and sub and sub to kill the clock can no longer do so. And I think it's great. Central throws it in. And who's going to get that one at midfield? It's going to be Central. Big run downfield that time by Harper. And the ball's out of play. Grizzlies will throw it in and do. And a play out here to midfield. Unfortunately, the Grizzlies cannot control it. Schilling gets it back, though. Nice job. And he sends one forward to Mueller, who heads it. Ball in the air, 50-50 ball. Andrew Fisher can't win it. But Emil Hagen can, and he sends it up on the far side to Caleb Blaine. Ball's rejected out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in for Northwest. 2:35 remaining here in the contest. And unfortunately, the ball is knocked out of play very quickly by McMeekin. And it will turn over to Andover Central. They throw it in, Now Trenton will throw it in for Northwest. Grizzlies trying to take advantage and do something quickly. Down goes a Grizzly player. It'll be a throw in again. Caleb Blaine watches it go out of play. And Ernesto throws it in. And Andover Central comes away with it again. Big drive down the field. Ball's inside the 20. Grizzlies have 5 men back. 6 now. And Andrew Fisher comes away with it. Good job, Andrew. This one goes out of play. It will belong to the Northwest. Right here below us. Schilling will throw it in. And gets it to Caleb Blaine. Back to Schilling, but too far in front. He couldn't get to it. The ball will turn over. And another substitution. We actually have 1:20 remaining here in the second half. Clock will start when the play resumes. And here's the throw in coming. And we're back underway. At center. Another chance here coming for Andover Central. Deep in Grizzly territory. Shot is blocked by Andrew Fisher. Nice job. Andrew's been all over it the last 2 minutes. And William Gomez rejects one. Andrew Fisher pops one toward midfield where Ernesto gets it, sends it to Caleb Blaine. Nice play. Blaine has it. Has 2 men double-teamed on him. Loses it, and here's a chance that Chris Cooper will corral for the Northwest Grizzlies. 30 seconds remaining in the contest. Grizzlies are going to end their season on a losing note to the number 2 seed, Andover Central Jaguars. Up front it goes. 3, 2, 1, and that's it, folks. We are final here at Andover District Stadium. Grizzlies fall 5-1 to Andover Central. We'll come back and wrap this up real quick in 30 seconds. Stay with us. This is Wichita Northwest Grizzlies boys soccer.
Just a reminder, Kids who participate in high school activities tend to go a little farther than those who don't. Take part. Get set for life.
Back at Andover District Stadium, Kevin Arkin with you, where the Grizzlies season has come to an end tonight as they fall to the Andover Central Jaguars by a score of 5-0. The big gun for Andover Central was Jaden Vossen. He had 3 goals and an assist. Leighton Harper had a goal and an assist, and Preston Deckinger also had a goal for Andover Central. Andover Central will play right here again on Thursday. They will take on Bishop Carroll for the regional championship. We wish both teams the best of luck. Grizzly season, as I mentioned, comes to an end, and so does our webcast season for soccer for the boys this year. And I will tell you that it has been an absolute pleasure to bring you the games that we've been able to bring you this year for boys soccer, and invite you to join us in the spring. We're going to do the same thing with the girls that we did with the boys this fall, and I'm looking forward to that. And again, football, we wish the football Grizzlies luck Friday night as they start their first round of the playoffs against Cape and Mount Carmel at home. If you can't go, that game will be webcast beginning at 6:45. Check out the link at nwhsgrizz.com. For no one but myself, I'm up here alone tonight. It's been fun. Thank you again for joining us throughout the season. I'm Kevin Arkin. Until next time, have a pleasant good evening.